BandLab number 1 loop composition. Today we are going to compose a song using loops in BandLab. Go to your class in BandLab and find the correct assignment. If you have not yet registered for BandLab, please watch the video BandLab Introduction and How to Register. Opening your loop assignment. Use your school email and the password you created and press Login. When BandLab is loaded, scroll down until you find loop composition number 1. Your assignment in BandLab will look different from the one shown in this video. Click Start Assignment and choose Teacher's Assignment. Pause this video so you can log in and load up your assignment now. It could take some time for your assignment to load up. If you are asked for a new track, click on Voice Mic. Otherwise, you should be brought to here. Let's close some unneeded windows. First, let's close the assignment brief by clicking on the Assignment Brief tab. And then we can close the Voice Mic window by clicking the X over on the side here. Head up to the View menu. Here we can change the appearance of BandLab. Go down to Theme and select the appearance you like the best. I prefer light. Also, check up at the top where it says Snap to Grid. This magnet and check should be green. Pause so you can close the assignment and mic windows, and you can choose a theme and turn on Snap to Grid. You should be left with one track with a red sound clip on it. This is recorded instructions that you do not need because you're watching this video. Click on it and press Delete on your keyboard. Creating more tracks. You now have one empty track, but we're going to need more for this project. Find the Add Track button and click it. The new track window will come up. Choose Voice Mic. This is the track we will use for loops. Repeat this process to add more tracks. You will eventually need between 4 and 7 tracks to complete this project. Turn on your metronome. Turning on your metronome so this icon is green will let you hear a steady click, click, click as your music plays. This will let you judge if your loops are lined up and in time. Pause so you can add more tracks and turn on your metronome. Choosing loops. What are loops? Loops are small clips of sound that you can use in your compositions. They can be repeated or looped as many times as you need. At the bottom on the right, you will find the Loop tab. Click on it. This opens up a window which showcases new loops. I recommend for you to click on the Packs tab. Packs are sets of loops that will sound good and work well together. Scroll down until you find something you think is interesting. You can hear a sample from each loop pack by clicking its play icon. Explore packs until you find one you like. I've decided to go with this disco pack. Pause the video so you can explore different packs of loops and choose one to start with. Once you have decided on a loop pack, click it to open it. Click on a loop to hear what it sounds like. Here are some drums. I like that one. Here are some effects. And here is a keyboard. When you have found a loop that you like, select it, drag it onto an empty track, and let it go. Once your loop is loaded, you can drag it to where you would like it. Important: be careful to line up your loops with the bar lines by using the playhead. When placing your loops, you must be very careful that they are placed properly. This can make your music sound out of sync and out of time. If your metronome is on, you may be able to hear that your loop is not lined up with the click. But if I very carefully move the loop so that it's lined up perfectly with measure 1, you will now be able to hear that the loop and the click of the metronome line up perfectly. Even looking carefully will let you see if the loop is lined up or not. You can see it even better by zooming in. Close this window and then click on the plus magnifying glass in the top corner. You can see just how far away your loop is from where you want it to be and adjust it. Pause to practice zooming in and out and practice lining up loops to measures. Copying loops. Copying loops in BandLab is easy. All you need to do is select the loop, context click, and then press copy. Move the playhead carefully to where you would like the next loop to appear. Context click again and press paste. You can do this multiple times if you're copying the loop more than once. One last reminder to check and make sure your loops are lined up properly. Zoom in. These loops are lined up to the playhead. Now they are not. Pause now so you can practice copying and pasting loops. Guidelines for this assignment. Number 1. Create sections that are 4 bars long. Most loops are already 4 bars long. They would go from bar 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to the end of bar 4, starting at bar 5 for the next loop. Similarly, 5, 6, 7, 8, the next loop would start at 9, the next loop would start at 13, and so on. Now, if you happen to find a loop that is shorter than a 4-bar phrase, you can always extend it. Here is one that's 2 bars long. You can see it goes 13 to the end of 14. If you drag the top corner, you can now extend it till it goes to 17. Guideline 2. Every 4-bar section should sound different from every other 4-bar section. Guideline 3. Use a mix of different sounding loops. Drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, lead, FX. Don't use 4 different drum sounds or 4 different bass sounds. My first section is drums that goes from bars 1 to bar 5. For the next 4-bar section, I've added a bass and kept the drums going, and that will take me from 5 until measure 9. At measure 9, I've added a piano, a keyboard thing, and kept the bass going. I've also added a little bit of an effect to bring some whoosh into this bar here. The only change I have at 13 is a different bass beat to add more energy. And then at 17, I have added a lead sound. Notice that I've kept to 4-bar sections and that I've used a wide variety of instruments, not all drums. Number 4, your song will be 32 bars long when you are finished. That means you will need to have 8 different sections with 4 bars in each section. Your song should start at measure 1 and have 8 4-bar sections to go to 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, 25, 29, and land at the end of 32, finishing on bar 33. Important thoughts for composing. Arrange and assess. This is the main learning outcome for this project. Choose loops and add them to your song, and then go ahead and listen and assess if you like the outcome. If it's exactly what you want, you can add the next loop or go to the next section. But if the loop does not fit perfectly, or something seems to be missing from your song, think about it and try a new loop until you are happy with the results. Lastly, think about the big picture. Have a clear introduction, high point to your song, and an ending that makes sense. Decide whether the next 4 bars needs more energy or less energy. If it needs more, maybe you need to add a bass line or a higher part. If it needs less, maybe you want to try taking the drums away for 4 bars. Your song should never sound boring. If it does, go back and rethink what you can do to add variation and interest. Ready? Go ahead and create your own loop composition. Press the submit button when you are finished. You can listen to my disco loop composition next, just in case you need some inspiration. Can you make a cooler song?